Hey guys, Pyrodino64 here. I have a very special video for you guys. I know I say that a lot, but I really mean it this time. This is my very first showcase that is going to be showcasing multiple minifigures. This is my Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 showcase. So yeah, we have Rocket, Baby Groot, Drax, StarLord, Gamora, Mantis, and Yondu. So without further ado, let's get started with StarLord. So, alright, here is StarLord. I painted him based off of the scene where, in like the beginning of the trailer, you know, where he and the rest of the Guardians are fighting the Obelisk. So, start off with the helmet. You just see a standard helmet from like the Volume 1 sets, or the ones for the original. But I just added a little bit of details. I kind of weathered the back a little bit, as you can see. Now for the head underneath, it's just the standard head. I did nothing to it because I think Lego did a phenomenal job with his head. There's really nothing to be done, plus I would not have been able to make it even better if I wanted to. Then, yeah, while we have that off, actually, let's go to his back really quick. You can see there's his jetpack right there. Yes, I actually did paint under that. So, there goes my display thing, it fell over. So, but anyways, yeah, there's what his back looks like underneath the jetpack. Right there. So, here, I'll put his head back on there. And so, yeah, there's his front. You can see here's like his straps for the jetpack. His arms, I painted some like details on there, as well as some on the legs, some boots, and his utility belt. For his guns, they're just the standard guns, but I painted the tips blue because I thought that would look kind of cool. So, yeah, that's about it for StarLord. So, yeah, let's get on to the next figure. So, alright, for our next figure, we have Gamora. She was fun to paint. She is actually 100% hand-painted. There's no printing on her whatsoever. So, yeah, start off with the sword, just kind of that gladiator sword, because I noticed that, the sword she has in the movie doesn't really look quite like a katana, so I thought I'd, changed it up a little bit with that. Now I'll just get that out of the way because there's nothing custom about that. So yeah, I painted her in kind of her more kind of casual outfit, I guess. It's really the one of the only outfits we get a good look of her in during the trailers. We'll start off with the face. This was originally like a space orc or something from I don't even know what minifigure series, but I painted over it with a different shade of green. Then yeah, I painted her eyes on there. They turned out okay, not great, but and yeah, there's her mouth right there. And for the hairpiece, just the standard black hairpiece was used for I Marianne in the Indiana Jones line. I think that's how I got this one. Then I kind of painted the bottom like a magenta a little bit because she has a little bit of hair dye. Oh, let's take that off so we can get a better look at the rest of the figure for the hairpiece. It's not going to come off here. So, or the entire head will just come off, I guess. So, there we go. Here's the front. Not much on the back, because the hairpiece will just cover it all up. As you can see, the jacket kind of goes down onto, like, the pants a little bit. She has some dark brown shoes painted on there, and her utility belt. A little bit of, like, a bag, or some sort of, like, sash or bandolier going across right there. Then, on the leg, she has a little bit like a holster or something I painted on there. Not sure exactly what it is in the movie, probably just an extension of her utility belt. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for Gamora, so let's get on to our next figure, which I believe is Drax. So, alright, here is Drax the Destroyer. He was a ton of fun to paint. He was very much a challenge, though, with all his little tattoos. I decided not to try to get his tattoos completely accurate, just try to capture the overall look of them. Let's start off with the head. It's kind of like gray, but it ended up a little bit shiny metallic for some reason. I kind of wish that didn't happen, but I'm still pretty happy with it. His face turned out awesome, I think. You can see his eyes right there. Then there's his mouth and his really cool like facial tattoos. They remind me a little bit of like Anakin's scar from Star Wars. Then his torso, you can see how I kind of painted some like abs and other muscles with his tattoos kind of just going everywhere. There are his arms. Just kind of put random tattoos on there. For his back, I did a very similar thing that I did with the front. I painted some back muscles on there also. For his daggers, these were actually originally cutlasses that I heavily modified. Then I painted the blade silver with a little bit of red details on there. For the legs, they were just standard black legs. I put a utility belt on there, these little kind of gray armor things, or whatever they are, going around his legs. Then I painted like steel toes on his boots. Little lines kind of going around the sides of his feet also. So, yeah, for Drax, that's it. Now let's go on to Rocket. Alright, so up next we have Rocket. Yeah, for his head and his tail, just start off with those. There's a standard Lego head and tail, same with the gun. Just the, like, Galaxy Squad gun with the stud with the hole in it on the end. So I will, take those off super quick. I'll cut to that. Alright, so now we can look at stuff I customized. The arms, I didn't customize at all either. But, yeah, you can see there as torso, I kind of continued his shoulder pad design onto the torso. Kind of painted a little bit like utility belt and stuff there, and some other details. Some details on the sides of the legs. I'll lift up the arms so you guys can see that. Ignore that stuff there, I got scratched off somehow. I don't know why that happened. I sprayed the protective coat on it, but, just ignore that. The other side looks good, yeah. And more detail back there, some back printing, the kind of shoulder pads and stuff went onto his back also. But anyways, yeah, that's about it for Rocket. So now let's get on to my personal favorite, Baby Groot. Alright, so here was Baby Groot. He was actually very easy to make. Sorry, my tripod started to fall a little bit. But anyways, yeah, he was actually a Heroica board game figure. I took some lever pieces, kind of shortened them a little bit, then crazy glued them on there for the arms. Then I painted it. There's a lot of little miscellaneous details around him, like tree bark patterns. There's his face, his little smile. But actually, that's about all for Baby Groot. I want to spend about 30 seconds on him, so now let's go on to probably my other favorite one, which is Mantis. So, alright, here is Mantis, right here. This figure, I'm very happy how it turned out. So let's just silently do a little 360 view really quick. So, alright, for the head, it's just the standard head for Mantis, because, honestly, I know the head is definitely not perfect, but I really just didn't have time to do a custom one, to be honest. But yeah, the hairpiece, so I feel like Lego did an awesome job with. A little bit of more texture on the side would have been nice. But, you know, this is not a review, this is a showcase. So, yeah, for the legs, she has, like, dark green stripes on the side. And she has her little waistcloth piece there, which, if you take out this hairpiece super quick, you can see that. I did just, like, some detail on her back. Those lines that continue onto her little cloth. See, on the back of her legs, I didn't paint anything because I knew the cloth would just be covering it up. Then on the arms, she has her little, I don't know what to call them, so I'm just gonna call them gauntlets, although I don't think that's what they actually are. Then they're on from her torso, I did just a lot of small little details. Then, now, if we lift up this cloth piece, you can see I painted some little details on the bottom of that, because in one shot we got from the trailer, I'm like, oh, there's these little kind of silver lines on the inside of her little skirt thing. So, but anyways, that's about it for Mantis. Now, it might not be a bad idea to click away now, because this next figure is absolute garbage, which is Yondu. He did not turn out that good. So, yeah, let's get on to Yondu. Okay, so this was one of the very first figures I painted for the showcase. In fact, I think it was the first one I started. I had very high hopes for this figure originally, but I'm like, you know, it turned out really bad. For his arrow, it's just a really old piece from like some, I don't know what the theme is. It was from like the 90s or early 2000s. Let's get that out of the way. But, yeah, as you can see, I attempted a Ravager logo right there. Did not turn out good. There's all these little kind of buckles and stuff on his torso. And then, yeah, some more stuff on the back, not much. I kind of painted a little dirt and patterns on there to make it look kind of worn. Then let's see there, he has this little head fin thing, which I don't really know what it is, but I use like this piece from like a Spartan minifigure. I know it's not perfect, but yeah. By the way, in the comments, if you guys want to talk crap about this figure, go ahead. It's not my best work. Like Mantis and Drax and stuff, they turned out awesome, but this one is not great. That's right, because I painted this guy about a month and a half ago. But yeah, there's the head. Turned out okay. He looks a little too happy, but so yeah, now let's go ahead and wrap up the showcase. So, alright, that is it for the showcase. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, now in a little bit, I am going to go see the actual movie, so please don't spoil anything in the comments, because I know some of you guys have already seen it. I live in different parts of the world. So yeah, that's about it for this video, and as always, this is PowerDown64 signing out. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.